You know, everyone has their own obsession. Everyone has their own obsession. My personal obsession is guitars. I know a lot about guitars, and I always find out different things about guitars. I like to get guitars fixed up and play them. But I know your obsession is cars, motorcycles.
Yeah, any mechanical stuff. That's what I do. I'm on the road. I mean, I'm not on the road that much, on weekends occasionally, but you always go in search of oddball car parts. And
well, I heard when you were on the road, you like to sometimes buy these parts and sometimes put engines together in your hotel room. Is that true?
Well, maybe if I find an old motorcycle engine or something. But
does the hotel object when you do this, or?
Well, I'm long gone, of course. They find the crankcase wrapped in bed sheets under the. I mean, in Florida, they found a dead body under a hotel after 8 weeks. So my crankcase, you know,
who cares?
Cracked aluminum crankcase is not going to make a big deal. But it's sort of fun because you go looking. I get letters now from people who have things, and so when you go to that part of the country, look them up. A few months ago, I went looking for a guy. Wrote me a letter. He said, my neighbor, who's rather eccentric, has this Vincent Black Shadow motorcycle, very rare motorcycle, 1951, particularly rare model, near Allentown, Pennsylvania. You know, I said, oh, it's gone up that way. Maybe we'll go check them out. But you know, again, motorcycle and car people tend to be a little on the odd side. So I go to this guy's house, and of course, just broken down sort of house, and yes, sir. You know, not hello. Yes, sir. You know, I don't think anybody's knocked on this door in 20 years. Not even, oh, someone, yes, sir. They said, oh, I'm in channel, a guy on TV, a motorcycle. Oh, that motorcycle was stolen years ago. I don't know what happened to it. You know, he's got it. I said, geez, any chance I could see it? And he opens the door, and this blue dog comes out. It's a dog about this big. The dog is blue. I mean, as bright a blue as the sky or something. The bluest dog. And one eye is just sort of sealed shut, and the dog wouldn't bark. It would just go, make the sound, you know. Oh, so you know, I said, what happened to that motorcycle? Oh, it got stolen. A bunch of hoodlums, and it went to Europe. Interpol's looking for it. You know, I realized I'm not going to get to see this or talk to the guy. You know, the guy he's been off the road for like 40 years. So I think I'll get friendly with him by being nice to his dog. You know, I said, oh, it's a nice dog you have here. And as I'm petting the dog, I noticed the blue is coming off in my hand. And it's on my pants, and this stench from this dog, you know, and I said, hey, he's a cute little dog. I mean, and then I said, how old is this dog, about 15 to 16? Oh, no, he's about a year old, that dog. And he says to me, well, you know, we got a toxic waste thing down the street, and he fell in that pit about 8 months ago, and I've been meaning to give him a bath, and oddball.
Oh, God.
Oh, nice talking to you.
You end up in the strangest places.
Yeah, very odd, but that's sort of fun.
Yeah, well, you're traveling. You've been doing very well for a number of years, but in the beginning, when you were first traveling around, you must have stayed in some bad places. You must
Worst hotel I ever stayed in was the Hotel Cincinnatian, which was $3 a night. This is about 1970, but it was a men's hotel. It was the sort of place when you went in, there would be men in the lobby, literally telling tales of the sea. I mean, just that kind of. And then the Nazis come, you know. They're not
in
Nazis.
Cincinnati?
Well, no, but they were talking about war. They're always Nazis, I remember, not Nazis. The Nazis come, you know, you hear that type of thing. And it's nice enough, but it being a men's hotel. So I go up to the room, and the room was enormous. I had one room for $3. It was like as big as your stage. There was a bed, and in the middle of the room was a toilet, which I never quite figured out. Just in the center, apparently they'd knocked down the walls around it. Apparently it was a bed, just a toilet.
Showcase the toilet,
And there's no TV or anything like this, you know, just $3. I'm lying in bed, and I hear this noise. I look at the door, and I see like some liquid, let's say, coming under the door, and I open it, and there's this old man urinating on my door. And I said, hey, you can't stop that. And he looked startled, as if I had said, you know, and he said, no, I always urinate on this door. And then I look at the door, and the door is all rotted, and I realize, oh, I'm the intruder here. This man has always urinated on this door, and it is my fault.
You shouldn't do things like that. You should learn.
That's right. That's right.
Well, you're having a good time in town. You're enjoying. We're out of time, but you're enjoying it.
Yes, I am enjoying it. Actually, I'm the hot water thing, and also.
And you're staying in a nicer hotel.
It is a nicer hotel, but again, here at NBC, one sheet of toilet paper at a time. You have to pull the thing twice, and then it cuts it off like this. You know.
That was my request.
Really?
Actually, yeah.
Really?
Yeah. It saves money. More money we can put into the show.
More money into the show.
Well, of course, the Tonight Show is here in New York the rest of the week. Everyone knows that. And tomorrow night, you guys have David Copperfield and George Clooney from ER. So.
From ER, from
From
Thanksgiving Day. Get guests to come in on Thanksgiving. What does that cost? Private jet? Yeah, no problem. Just show up, will you?
Just get here.
Yeah, just get here. See what happens. Watch how happy your crew is working on Thanksgiving. What is that? Double golden time? Oh, my God.
Hey, they're all happy.